Hey True Crime members, it's me, Monkey Chicken here, and the topic of today's video is my thoughts and opinions on the new multiplayer maps in the Invasion DLC for Call of Duty Ghost. And with that, let's go and begin. Okay guys, so I just want to get Favela out of the way really quickly. I've slowly over the years become less and less of a fan of them remaking maps. I just hate the way they do this, oh, we've remastered it, it's a fan favorite, this and that. Yeah, Favela was a good map, it was solid and everything. I'm going to try to get away from the whole point of stop making remakes, make some new maps. I've already played these like for full years already. I don't really need to play them again. But anyways, Favela, what do I think of it? So far I'm really liking it. It's pretty enjoyable to play it once again for the nostalgia in it, but it's kind of short-lived at the same time. One thing that I do like because of the maps, and this is one thing that I've always said, is I really like the past maps because it always feels that people who have knowledge of the maps always succeeded more. And one of the reasons is because in Favela there's a lot of jumps and different little things, and you can jump to different ledges and get into windows and stuff that a lot of people may not know about that are new to the map. So that's one reason that I like it. And it's kind of cool to be like, oh yeah, I'm jumping off of roof buildings into windows and then killing the people that were camping in there before because they don't know that you could do that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's nostalgia and stuff. But anyways, let's move on to the next maps. Let's go and talk about Pharaoh. Pharaoh is pretty cool. I've played it mostly, probably played it at least 15 times or so. It's pretty enjoyable. There's the one thing I'll say about Pharaoh that I find that I don't really like too much is it seems a little chaotic in a way. I could picture the whole map inside my head right now, and there really isn't like a defined space where it's like, okay, let's flank this way. It doesn't really seem like from this main spawn points from one side map to the other that there's really too much of a mesh. You could really almost choke it down to 3 points, and that's where things get kind of a little crazy. Granted, within the paths there's kind of flank routes at the same time, but it feels a little chaotic in the sense that it's like they put a bunch of stuff in a small area, and those bunch of stuff doesn't really change it too much. For instance, like on one of the sides of the maps, there's like a 2-path, and then it veers off, and then it comes back again. But if you still have like one person sniping there or something like that, you could sit on this head glitch and then still cover the entire zone, which just renders off the cutoff zone entirely. So that's one thing that I don't really like about it. It's like that they're like, oh, we got 2 paths here, but not really, since the map is so small. They rejoin within like 10 feet from each other. So yeah, that's one thing that I really don't too much care for it. But it is pretty cool. I like I was about to say the special abilities, but they're called Fjorders. I like getting like the I think it's the Blessing of Anubis. I don't know if it's the Kiss or I think it's the Blessing of Anubis, and that whole crate thing where you get a free specialist streak, or I apologize, not specialist, support streak. That's pretty cool too. I like that. I like little Easter eggs and maps and stuff. Makes you once again, people who have knowledge of the map get an advantage and whatnot. But let's move on to the next map. So next, guys, we're going to be talking about Departed, that Mexican theme map that you guys know. This map, it's pretty interesting, but I find it once again, it's hard to say, oh, it's enjoyable, for every single map, because, every single time it's new, and you're like, oh, this is amazing, it's brand new, I really don't know what's going on here, it's fantabulous and whatnot. And it's cool from a new sense, but I have to say, I really don't like the amount of head glitches that are on here. Once again, you got that plain map style. I like it when it's a little bit crazy, but in like a large map sense, to where like once again you know your routes, so you're able to get to places. But in this one, it seems that there is like a large line of sight that a sniper could take advantage on, and although I like it when they put that in there, but when you do it almost like in a hallway sense and not like in a wide variety, because I like it when it's like, okay, I'm a sniper on this point, I get to see this whole area, because then if you kill people, it's like, oh yeah, I was able to spot you out and I paid attention to this. It's not like, okay, I'm a sniper and I'm waiting for someone and you're just kind of sitting there. I like it when you got this whole area, because then you got so many counterpoints and you got to pay attention and whatnot. But on this map, it seems that it got these long snipers, like it's just annoying. It's annoying to get killed by someone who's camping, and the way that it designed, like the elevation of the map, there's a lot of like curves and stuff that you're able to just like post up on, and there's trash cans and cars, and like you get the float in the center. That's a little bit difficult to head glitch, and I'll give them that because like the way they shaped it and stuff, like you're able to shoot out legs and torsos and stuff before you could really head glitch too hard on it. But the rest of the map, there's a lot of places where people could just kind of sit and wait for spawns, because they got that I don't know the exact way to phrase the spawn, but it's essentially like, okay, you're spawning way out here, here's this, then it comes out, here's the map, and then it comes back, and then here's the spawn. So it's essentially, okay, let's walk forever, okay, now we're actually in the map, oh, we can go any which way, but oh wait, there's just fucking sniper lines everywhere. And since the spawn point's way back here and a person's camping, let's just say dead center, and he has a line of sight here, he's just waiting for it. It's just one of those things where it's like, ah, oh, come on, really? You gotta do that thing? Just stop. Just stop. So it's a decent map. It's not my favorite map. There's better ones. Let's move on. Okay, guys. So the last map we're going to be talking about is probably my favorite new map from this pack, and it is Mutiny. This one is cool, although it has one of my least favorite specialist rewards, and not including the pirate run. The pirates one's pretty cool, but the whole cannon fodder thing where it's like, oh, pirate ship shoots cannons and stuff. It's like, come on, dude. There's buildings in this map. You're able to just go inside and boom, 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 boom. Okay, everybody, let's go outside. So, like, you work for the field order, and it's essentially anyone, and it's not like it's just like, oh, Moab for anyone that's outside. It's like, oh, here's an explosion time, and I just hate when they use the whole shooting stuff away from something else to land on the ground, because anytime there's inside, you just sit there for 15 seconds and it's done, and it's almost like, wow, dude, and you know, depending on the challenge, sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard, but mostly, anyways, the pirate thing is cool. I hate the whole cannon thing, but the map itself is pretty cool. I like the flank routes that are in this one. They have some pretty solid ones. You're able to cut through the boat, you're able to take a far right, either go from the underneath, come up from the center, and then flank the people either in the buildings, the balcony, or the pirate ship, or just go wide right. And that's what I like. I like when there's not just one set path. I like it when it's multiple. The paths don't always intersect, in the sense that, you know, it's not like, oh, look, there's a boulder, we can go right or left, oh wait, there it is. I like it when it's like, oh, I'm gonna go down here, and then like, oh, we connect over here, or maybe there's a bush or something and we can see each other. They cross at a point, in the sense that you're able to see the other. It seems pointless when you're like, oh, look at all these paths that we have, when literally it's just like, oh shit, there's a boulder here, let's go around it, and that's the extra, like, there's 30 paths. No, I like it when they're crazy. One goes underneath, one goes over, and one has an advantage over the other one. That's what I like when there's paths and map. And I think, although people that look at it might say, oh no, that's not too much, but when you're planning to do flanks or strategic things, like for objectives like S&D, I really don't count domination or the other ones. I mostly play S&D for objective ones, although domination's not too bad. I just like S&D because there's a lot more strategicness in there. That's my word. You're not allowed to use it. But anyways, I like the map. It's probably my favorite map in here. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions as we end this thing here, because that's pretty much all I really got. I want to know what your favorites are, which ones you dislike, which of the field order specials do you like the most, and whether or not you like Favela, and if you think that remaking new maps like what they, or retexturizing new maps like they did with Favela, or if you like it when they redo the map, you know, kind of incorporate just like the paths, and then they change everything around. I can't remember the last time they did that in this one, because I haven't been paying too much attention to all the new maps. But you guys know what I'm talking about when they're like, oh yeah, we're bringing back Stadium, but now it's different because now it's no longer Stadium, we got in a forest. You guys know what I'm talking about. But interested to hear your guys' opinion. But with that, I'm going to end it there. I'm Monkey Jim. So, really, guys. Peace.